Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about YouTube pushing you out of YouTube. Basically, all the mainstream media outlets that failed on cable are pushing their way into the YouTube space. So this is gonna open up a whole can of worms, because we're gonna kind of talk about the state of YouTube right now, and a lot of people noticing that the algorithm has changed. That is correct. I've been keeping an eye on it for about a year and a half now, and the algorithm has changed. It has not changed in the favor of anyone doing long form news content, and this might have something to do with it. It might be that they're going to promote the CNN.
Interesting. News. So I'm guessing news on what's happening in, like, celebrity world, or all news. I mean, it can't be all news, just the celebrity news and like war and all those things. So I'm thinking YouTubers who talk about games and random technology stuff will be okay, I hope.
And the MSNBCs and the Foxes over you, because you're a threat, basically. So we're going to talk about this, and we're going to open up, like I said, a big can of worms, and just kind of talk about where we think things are going. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, you'll get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
So before we get into it, now more than ever, we're going to try to make sure that you guys get notified of our content. It's not just us. A lot of content creators are noticing that people are not getting notified. They're not seeing their content anymore. And, I'll talk about what I think is actually going on.
It doesn't even matter if you follow them.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
So this is affecting the bigger YouTubers as well. Interesting.
Doesn't matter if you rang the bell for notifications, if you're a subscriber, whatever. I've got people that are like, I've been subscribed to you for years, and in the last couple of months we're not seeing your content anymore. And the reason for that is YouTube is not necessarily pushing your subscriptions to the homepage anymore. They're throwing content in front of you that they'd either like you to watch, or they think that you're more inclined to click on, even if it's like 4, 5, 6-year-old videos. I mean, I'm getting recommended.
Well, okay, if that's the case, then we're all screwed.
And did like really old shit, right? Like old news, old, I mean, I think I got video recommendations from somebody that's dead. Like what the hell is going on here? So yeah, just be aware. So we're going to ask you to go to the homepage for Clownfish TV on YouTube. Check every day for videos. They'll be at the top of the page.
Yeah, that's the easiest way, because I guarantee you that.
Check every day for videos. You heard them.
Unless we're sick or something, there'll be 3 to 4 videos, guaranteed. So
pretty much every day. Also, if you
3 to 4 videos, how the heck do you guys do that? Then again, you guys are rich enough to have people who edit your videos, unlike some people.
You would like to get notified, go out to news.clownfishtv.com. That's our Substack, and there is a roundup of videos you might have missed on YouTube. Go out there as well. Follow us on X, follow us on Facebook. There are notifications blasted out every time we post a video, so you cannot depend on YouTube at this point to promote.
And that's not just for us, for any of the creators that you really
everybody.
Follow. So, and then this.
Thanks for telling me that. So that's why some videos are just at like 2 views, and then some are like at 100 and odd. But I think they still play favorites to an extent, because when I did a video recently, I only got like 2 views, and then the person who I did the video on commented, and then as soon as that guy commented, it like just blew up. Like they just said, okay, he commented, so I guess more people should be interested in this. Or they're just doing that to mess with me. You'll never know.
This all ties in to what we're going to talk about in this video. The reason we're bringing this up is it's going to tie into what we're talking about for this video.
Yeah. So, and a lot of people are noticing, guys, not just us. It's not just, I know yesterday, I think the quartering or the day before the quartering was talking about it. And, I'm going to slightly disagree with him here. I think his take on it was, or his takeaway was, I need to change my channel. And I'm going to tell you just my personal opinion. I'm not trying to get into a fight with anybody or anything.
The quartering did that. I did a video on him earlier. How come that didn't come up in my comment section? Well, what am I saying? In my... you know what I'm trying to say, right? Yeah.
Anything, but I'm going to tell you my personal opinion is it's not going to matter. It doesn't matter what you do. It's not, you aren't necessarily the problem. It's that if you're in the news and commentary space, you're competing with these guys.
And
Fox,
who do you
CNN,
think
MSNBC.
that YouTube's going to side with?
Right. Right.
Oh, man. But then, what about reaction videos? They're not really talking about anything. They're just reacting, so they should be fine, right?
And this is what's wild about it is they're talking about, this come from the Wrap, and they're talking about, they said that, galvanized by exclusive interviews with the president and other White House figures, Fox News has seen its YouTube viewership jump 109% in the last year. I remember when Joe Rogan interviewed Trump on YouTube and YouTube hid it.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I do think on some level things are being hid to some extent.
To some degree.
I personally believe that they are. But I also think that what's going on is you have a bunch of people in Hollywood and the mainstream that are mad. And we've talked about it for years. They're mad because people are going to YouTube and they want to infiltrate the space. So they're probably making little deals. Like,
yes.
You send them our way and kind of bury everybody else, wink, wink. And the point is, it's not gonna work because people are on YouTube, and a lot of people are going to YouTube for their news now because they don't want those mainstream medias networks. They don't want the Hollywood people. They don't want AI. They want the creators they like, and they're on YouTube. By behaving in the way that Google is seemingly wanting to behave, I think it's going to bite them in the ass.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And here's the thing. They're going to funnel again, people that, okay, so they're talking about Fox News in particular, and, people that normally would have, watched a bunch of different channels that have more conservative leanings or whatever, YouTube is going to funnel them to Fox News. Now,
right. They're going to funnel to whoever's probably paying them to do it. But that's, my opinion.
That's an opinion, but also realize that YouTube right now is trying to position itself as a...
I'm Sarah, one of the survivors after the Zerg consumed Earth. And now I'm a senior pilot in the
streaming service to compete with Netflix and Disney and Hulu.
But it's not. It's YouTube.
Well, it was YouTube. And really what individuals are going to have, I think, because they're talking, they're going to, have episode pages, and they're going to make it look more like Netflix. They want more polished stuff. They want more vetted stuff. They're going to have more Hollywood stuff. I think what's going to happen eventually is that
Yep. We're definitely screwed. Well, it was nice knowing you, my 16 subscribers, who are mostly bots, and a few watching, I think.
The only way that you're going to get through as a content creator is doing like shorts and stuff.
Yeah, but
and
here's
it doesn't
the thing.
pay.
But here's the thing. Again, I'm going to say it again, and I hope they're listening. You're fucking YouTube because people didn't want that stuff. They came to YouTube because they wanted to hear independent voices. If they wanted that stuff, they'd watch it where it was, wouldn't
they? Didn't think YouTube would be this successful, so you know what they're doing. We all know what they're doing, and they'll continue to do it when a new website comes up with that might be better than YouTube. They'll leave it for a while and then they'll just come in and infiltrate it because it's all about control, slavery, all that junk. Will people ever get that, or will they just continue to talk? Who knows?
they? But they didn't because they don't want it. So making you the same thing as that is going to bite you in the ass.
Yeah.
And you're going to deserve to have your ass bit. I hope it gets bit clear off, because that's the point. It's like people are not going to those things because they don't want that. So your answer is to make your platform the same thing as that. What do you think is going to happen? If it didn't work there, why do you think it's going to work for you?
Yeah, and this new CEO that they have, I mean, people complain about Mama Susan, RIP. They complain about her, but she still made sure that the U's were front and center on YouTube. And now it's basically, I think what's going to happen to YouTube is it's going to be another streaming service for mainstream media, and you know, some people, if they can break through, but it's going to be a lot harder. It's going to be a lot harder going forward. I mean, I can sit here and tell you that like it's going to be great. I'm going to look. I can be brutally honest, and I didn't even say this on Twitter because I don't want to freak people out. But I'm like, there are a lot of people in this space right now that will not be in this space 1 to 2 years from now because of the way things are going.
He's right, though. I guess it will just be for like people who play video games. I mean, they don't care about the news for video games, do they? Or maybe they will in the future. Playing video games for fun, gameplay, they can't really touch that. So I guess that's what will be popping.
And it's very clear now because all the articles, the mainstream media articles, are all about how YouTube is TV now. And they said, very first thing they said, the top cable and network news outlets are increasingly fighting for viewers on YouTube, which has established itself as the go-to hub for all things television in 2025.
Right. So, and why did you get to be to this point? You got to be this point on the backs of the people that people actually want to listen to, the people they trust.
They always do that with us. We're the slaves, man. Once the slaves start making money, they gotta take that money from the slaves and put them back in their place. We're all slaves.
The people that they are doing an alternative to the Hollywood and the mainstream media and stuff like that. That's how you got to where you're at. And your answer is, let's flush them out for these people again. How, you know, they're there because they don't want to hear the mainstream media's take. They want to hear, you know, citizen journalists and see what they're saying, or people's opinions, or people like eating weird things, or, you know, whose farts smell worse.
That's crazy but that's true. Man, the world is screwed.
They want to see.
Wait, what are you looking? What are you looking?
No,
for?
I'm just thinking something outrageous. They want to watch that. They don't want to watch the news on YouTube.
Yeah, and it was just kind of, you know, they left us alone. Basically, the reason that so many independent commentary channels, news channels blew up on YouTube was Hollywood, for the most part, left us alone. I mean, they had like SNL out there and all that.
They left you alone until
you heard that? Left you alone. Really listen to what they're saying. You were left alone because you were no threat until you became a threat. This is with everything in life. Once you become a threat to those elite people, you're out of there. Doesn't matter who you are. Could be white, black, Asian, Mexican. They're coming for you. They coming.
affected their bottom line.
Right. When it was clear that more people were watching YouTube than watching their cable networks, here they come. Now they're going to push into it. We told you. I mean, they were Hollywood was making fun of YouTube 10 years ago, and now they want to control it. And
they want to, and they're gonna pay to do it. But here's the thing: it's like Saturday Night Live, for your example. There are people that are way funnier on YouTube than Saturday Night Live.
Right, but they're not part of NBC Universal.
Yep.
And NBC Universal, I'm sure, spends a lot of money on YouTube advertising.
Well, here's the thing.
4 clear signs it's not your first time living on the earth.
In past life, you were a healer.
That's fine. Then they can have their subscribers. And then when they put a video up, their subscribers can be alerted. And when the other people that are funny put a video up, their subscribers should be alerted. But what's happening is their subscribers aren't being alerted, and then they're being funneled over to other stuff. It's like, it's not that hard. If there's room for all, then you need to make it fair.
And that's it. They're not. So here's just, I'm going to tell you right now, and I tried to tell people this. I tried to break it to them as gently as I could. We saw this exact same thing happen with websites, and it's under this new CEO at Google.
And no one's doing anything about it. Like, they're going to break up Google because the advertisers and the people with money are getting screwed. They aren't worried about the fact that they literally decimated the internet. And now all you have to do is their AI stuff, which isn't even right half the time.
At least they finally understand. Those people don't care about nobody. You could be vouching for them, whatever. We're all slaves to them. Don't forget that, people.
Yeah, it's so, and we've talked about this before, multiple episodes where, Google basically broke the internet. We trusted Google to be a search engine, whatever, to be everything to everybody. And then they did a heel turn about a year ago, and now everything is like AI snippets, and it doesn't even send traffic to people's websites. People have had their, livelihood snapped away. We had multiple websites that got kind of snapped away. Thankfully, we had some other stuff going on, but I'm seeing the exact same pattern right now on YouTube that they're going to amplify the voices they want to amplify. Most of them are going to be mainstream media voices because they want to compete with Hulu and they want to compete with Netflix now. So you were useful. The yous were useful, like you said, to get to a certain point. This reminds me of Webtoon too. Webtoon did the exact same thing.
But here's the thing: the difference is with this is the yous were useful, and if you just make yourself another streaming platform, then you're going to just flush yourself down the toilet. Because the reason people are here and not there is because they don't want that. They want you.
Yeah.
And if you flush the you just done fucked yourself.
Well, that's kind of what happened with Webtoon. So Webtoon, look, they've got some good stuff on Webtoon. I'm not trying to throw shade at Webtoon necessarily, but Webtoon used a lot of indie creators to build up the platform to bring the eyeballs in.
You see, it's everywhere. Now think, people, everywhere you go, once you become a threat, that's it. It's gone, no matter what. They have all the money. We're just pretending here. We're using pretend money while they have the real money, even though it's the same money, even though money is fake in the beginning. But their money is real, our money is fake. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here.
And then they decided, okay, well, now we're going to go corporate. We're going to go public, and we're going to push our own corporate produced comics because we want Hollywood deals. That's what we want. We want Hollywood deals. And it worked for a while. They had publishing deals and all that. But now I guess Webtoon financially is not doing that great.
Yeah, well, it's because you took out what people wanted. That's the thing. You don't understand, like, what makes you special? What makes you special are your creators. So what are you going to do? Turn it into what everything else is, and then there's nothing special about you anymore. And then you're going to fail miserably because whoever you have in charge is a dumbass.
Yeah. So this is all... It's all connected, right? And it's not just one thing. And this is
Yes, they get it now. Yes, we all get it now. Finally. It's been so long. I've been waiting for people to understand what's going on. But the thing is, we can't do anything about it. We just have to watch it burn because they control our money.
This is why I'm saying, like, I'm seeing people kind of like, panicking, like, how do I need to do something to please the algorithm gods. And it's like, it's not gonna help unless you're.
What can be done is if you have subscribers.
Unless they like you, you're on their side. But we're not on their side anymore. We're threats. All of us. Even the white people, which is a surprise to me.
Your subscribers need to make sure you need to make sure you're getting this notifications to your subscribers. Because that's what's changed. People aren't interested in your content anymore. They just aren't seeing it.
They're not seeing it. That's
there's got to be ways around that so people can see your content.
Ain't no way around it. If they decide they want to make you famous, they'll make you famous, and that's what it is. I've tested this for so long on a different channel. They like who they like. They put up who they put up. They'll give you a few 5,000 views. You ever wonder why people with like 600,000 subs only getting like 5,000 to 20,000 views? Man, because that's what they said for you. Unless, I won't get into this. It's too deep, man. But at least when it's affecting certain people who you think it wouldn't affect, that's when people start to see. So I'm glad and upset at the same time, but at least we all see what's happening. What are we going to do about it? Nothing.
You can't rely, and this is everybody, and it's not just, I'm not, telling you to do this just for us. And don't just rely on YouTube to push the content to you. They're not going to. You're going to have to go out and actually seek the content and realize that even if you search for something, you're going to have like mainstream outlets probably come up before the you content on YouTube. But yeah, I mean, this is crazy. It said it's 109% jump in YouTube views year over year helped Fox leapfrog over MSNBC, which had led all news channels on YouTube in 2024 as a top mainstream outlet on the platform. And again, I guarantee you, since they're live 24/7 over on Fox News and most of these outlets, they're just running live TV. If you get notified of a live stream, it's going to be this stuff. It's not going to be, here's some independent voice or something, unless you know to go for a live stream. You've been trained to go in.
I haven't had this thing in like ages. I don't think you all who are watching know what the heck this is. It's from my place, my country. Oh yeah.
But I know even live streams, it's been my experience, they're not sending notifications out like they used to, because I personally think YouTube doesn't want to be responsible for anything that gets said on a live stream. So they're kind of low-key dampening those. That's just an opinion based on what I've seen. They don't really push live streams like they do in other platforms, right? Like Rumble and stuff, it's all about the live stream. Like, you're not going to get found on Rumble unless you're live streaming. Same with, Twitch and Kick, but YouTube's kind of like, yeah, we don't know what they're going to say, and the advertisers might not like it, or 15 unskippable.
It doesn't matter
ads.
if you're advertiser friendly. It doesn't even matter then. Like, all those kid channels were advertiser friendly, and then they got a hair up their ass about kid channels, and then they screwed them all over first.
Yeah.
So, they're going to.
Everyone is getting screwed, man. Well, I guess that's the video. I don't think you need to say any more than this. So, peace.